Welcome back to the Cool Fears channel. I'm your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector. The information on the channel is time for adult collectors and not children. And welcome to episode 25 of my in-depth behind-the-scenes toy photography video series here on the Cool Fears channel. If you do enjoy this video, please remember to give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this video, I will give you an in-depth look at a shot that I did for my Epic Shots by Cool Figures page. That's where I post my more thought-out, planned-out, more edited pics. I will go in-depth about my setup, my lighting, my idea behind the pic, and process overall. So this week, I would like to shout out and thank channel sponsor Entertainment Earth for providing the Joel and Ellie 2-pack by NECA Toys. So I did recently release the review and the review pics of these two this week, and so while I was shooting them, I had so much fun taking those review pics and also enjoying the new Last of Us TV series that I thought, why don't I go ahead and basically do a Joel and Ellie action shot. So that's exactly what we have here. We have Joel and Ellie taking out some clickers. Well, not really clickers per se, but what I was able to finesse and make look like clickers. Now, obviously you see them both taking out a zombie or clicker on their own. However, when the final shot did happen, it just didn't quite work out in framing. I really moved them around so many different times in order to frame them correctly and both taking out a clicker. However, my diorama for the forest is very small, so only certain angles really work well in this diorama. I am hoping to one day be able to expand it, but as of right now I am working with a very limited diorama, and so I had to do the best that I can do. And so the angle for this one does get Joel and Ellie both in it, but it only looks like Joel's putting in work, even though I really tried to make it look like Ellie was holding her own on the other side as well. But I did take a photo with them both, and it just wasn't as good as the second one that I took with Joel taking out the clicker himself and Ellie in the background with her sniper. But I'm pretty sure I'll end up posting both. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much the thought process behind this shot. You know, just Joel and Ellie out in the wild, trying to survive, running into clickers, and obviously handling the job and getting shit done. So yeah, for the clickers, I decided to use a Mezco Gomez and a Mezco Pink Skull. I'm sure you can tell by the pink neck on the pink skull, but yeah. I figure since they're going to be in the foreground, as long as they don't have heads, you can't really tell what they are. And that's exactly what happened and stuff. So yeah, and then also the blood effects are by Super Cool Action Stuff. I think that's the company name. And so yeah, we have some Mezco, we have some NECA. So yeah, guys, a lot of fun. With that being said, let's go ahead and grab the camera and take a look at the lighting from the top down. Alright guys, so here we are at the top, so we can take a look at the lighting. We do have two key lights pointed directly down at the scene. However, they are not on full brightness since they are supposed to be in a forest. They are slightly dimmed, but they still light up the scene quite a bit. One thing I did forget to turn on for the first part of the video is the warm orange light that I do have in the background to add some atmosphere back there, and so that way the atmosphere aerosol has some light to catch and bounce off of as well. These are just like little Hobby Lobby things that I found for like, I think $3 or maybe $2, and they're just little, you know, bushels of stuff. Kind of just add some, you know, depth and foreground to the scene itself. But pulling back, you can see how small my forest diorama is. It's literally just this corner right next to my street scene diorama. So I always joke and say this is like my little Universal Studios, because right here I do have somewhat of like an armory kind of type thing going here. And then technically behind here I do have like a room, and it looks like it's an indoor room. And then I have my street scene diorama right here. Then we do have a forest, and then right next to the forest we have a spaceship. So it's a bit like Universal Studios, where you never know what's right around the corner. But taking a look at the diorama itself, it's very small, very tight, so really only certain angles to capture it in shot and stuff, so I have to get it in really tight, and I really have to hit it hard with some atmosphere aerosol on the left side, so that way it kind of hides like the non-foresty background right there. But as you can see, you can still get some pretty decent shots. Usually if I'm more deep into the diorama, I can get some better shots because it's a little tighter. But as it was, these two right here were kind of struggling to stand on one foot in balance. So that was really the only way I can figure out how to get them to stand naturally and stuff. But yeah, guys, not too much else. Like I said, this is a Mezco Gomez and a Pink Skull right here, just with their heads taken off and some blood effect added to them. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it with everything in this shot. So yeah, guys, with that being said, if you have any questions about toy photography, leave them down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. If you've made it this far in the video, type down in the comments below Last of Us. That way I know you made it this far and you're enjoying the content. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the time lapse of me setting up the shot, some behind the scenes shot, the unedited photo, and of course the final edit. So with that being said, guys, as always, have a great fucking day.